What up? Wow, it's been dramatic. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of summer. I love global warming because it has never been this cool and temperate in the Ozarks this time of year. So I love it. So this will probably be my last garden video for a while because yeah, I've been pulling things out, and I mean there's fall garden stuff in, but who knows, with this erratic weather, we're going in the 40s tonight, just poof, out of the blue. But I'll show you around for the last of the summer garden tour. Alright, so yeah, let's all looky. Hello Zeus, hello. That's my friend who showed up the day after I said I was ready to have a dog. And he is here for like a week at a time, then just seems to disappear for a day or two. Maybe he gets put on restriction, but then he shows back up, and I've posted it. I've sent pictures everywhere, all the neighbors. Nobody knows where he really belongs, but yeah, so it's unexpectedly going into the 40s all of a sudden. So I'm going to have to pull all of, or literally harvest all the rest of that basil, which, you know, I've been making them bushier and bigger to, you know, prolong the harvest. I did get all these herbs earlier so that I was hoping it would give me a second harvest, which is kind of true, so I can harvest those too. But yeah, definitely the basils, those big ass beautiful bushes, all have to come down. And I've been picking the red tomatoes and stuff today. I got a big pile over there. But yeah, because I still have a bunch of all that good stuff. Goodness, and I just preserved a bunch the other day, so that's kind of exciting. But it's definitely the end. You know, I harvested a bunch of basil the other day, like from these plants, and then still have all of those. Oops, there's my shadow. But yeah, peppers and tomatoes, it's the end. So the butternuts and melons down here are gone. But, you know, they're replaced with peas and beans and stuff like that are starting to come up. Although I do have some watermelons up front, I'll show you. But I harvested the last of the cucumbers, even though I guess there's still a couple little babies. I really need to rip these out, but I haven't. I did reseed, you know, but I haven't. Yeah, I just, look, I know they look sad, the sunflowers, but they're still so beautiful. And I do love fall, you know. But yeah, so pretty. And it is perfect weather, but yeah, 40s tonight already. So that's way too much basil to fit in my dehydrator. But yeah, so all that stuff's going good. Look at all these peppers here. Holy crap. A bunch over there. Yeah, still have some down here, but looks like I better mulch everything and harvest all the basil. But yeah, pretty much everywhere. Most of the vines and things have been pulled. And there's just like beans and peas and greens, you know, kale, shards, beets, radishes, turnips, beans, peas, I don't know, yeah, and then just lots of more little, oh, you guys are probably gonna die tonight. Sorry. Yeah, so all the flowers, they said they're tired, but I like leaving them there for the birds, you know. The corn is pretty much done. I let all the mustard go to seed, and I have a bunch coming up in other places, and then the one radish I let go to seed from summer I've replanted all of those, but that's a lot of seeds. Last time when I had this, they would blow all over, and then later on in the spring, I would see, mustard popping up and all over the lawn, so I am not against that. But yeah, more beans and peas, but yeah, it's, summer's over. Definitely. The armadillos have not given up, so I kind of just quit caring about down here as much. I mean, I can only fight so much, but they did dig up my berries again, and that's pretty lame because I have been working so hard to get those, rooted for next year. And even the huckleberries, and oh my God, seriously. But, oh, you look so perfect here. You were made for this yard. So the other trees are in the ground. They're like super, little babies, so yeah, right there. Right there. You see the cardboard better than the trees, right? So going all the way up that line, and I have a couple dozen more that'll go in the ground, but all the other ones we planted are doing, in the spring or summer when I planted them, they're doing really good. This is great. I gotta volunteer something coming up over here in my dirt pile. I don't actually know what they might be. The gourds? I'm not really sure because none of my gourds came up, but with the armadillo digging everything up all the time. So yeah, I don't even know what you are. Okay, puppy, don't walk on the food. Yeah, so, yeah, let's go take a look over here. More trees. Yeehaw. Oh, the flowers. Could even lose the tomatoes and melons and stuff. That would really suck because there are a bunch of melons still, like a bunch, like, I guess I'll go this way. Oh, hello, pretty flowers. I love you so much. So like, right here, there's another one over there. Oh! Oh, the pretty calendulas, finally. Yeah, there's lots of melons, lots of hanging melons, I should say. So, I mean, if it's not raining, then some of my corn stalks, I gotta tie them up. Keeps falling. But, yeah, look at that. Here. And here. And in there. Yeah. Oh, in there. So, I hope, and there's lots of cute little babies too, but I hope that I got these big ones that were here last night, and I have to say they're the best I've ever had in my life. And I just gave some to the person who came to work on the water situation. He said it was the best he's ever had in his life, and he grows. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, most of the work I did here is is building a future, right? The food forest, and next year and the year after, these little baby, you know, trees and berries and, you know, the bare roots and the flowers and stuff, but looks like everything is pretty well established, and that's good. Yeah, we'll come over here to my weed patch. So I mentioned I was having trouble getting certain weeds like lamb's quarters and nettles, and I couldn't find ground cherry seeds anywhere, and I was just like begging for them. But then the cable company messed this up and had to come fill it in, and it was really good dirt. So I'm using this as my medicinal weed patch, and you know, I've thrown in like some kale and mustard and radishes, and they're all coming up. I got lamb's quarters in here, and yeah, so I like pull out the grass or the weeds that I don't want and save the rest. But I mean, these are huge ground cherry plants here and there. Yeah, and then there was also some that sprouted. Oh, here's the current work on the spring. But yeah, some more ground cherries actually sprouted like in the mulch pile and the dirt pile, along with amaranth, because I was actually trying to get some amaranth seed. So yeah, that kind of worked out pretty cool. Oh, there's another. Yes. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. I hope you make it. I might have enough blankets for him, like for these guys. Whoops, I guess. And the rest, you know, we'll see. Maybe the tomatoes will make it. Maybe they won't. But I'm definitely not gonna risk losing all that basil. I mean, these plants are very big and full. They go all the way back. You know, I've been taking care of them pretty well to make them big and bushy and full, and I need to bitch for a minute, and you don't have to listen. I'm just, you know, we all like, I'm banned on Facebook, so I can't bitch there, you know. This was a really rough, like, season, like, on all levels. I'll just, well, I mean, I don't know if I'll make a video or just put photos on Instagram, but, like, I got hit by everyone. Not everyone. Like, squirrels, well, after they cleared the pear and peach tree, but you know, it's technically my fault because I didn't tell them that area was off limits. So I'm like, okay, they can have that and I'll get the rest, no problem. So other than that, and again, it was my fault for not telling them they can't go to that area, but this whole area they respected. The possums, the raccoons, the deer, everyone. Like, I've literally been out there with them face to face, and yeah, so everyone listened except the armadillos. So I've had to like do night patrols and kill a bunch, and then Kitty going in and out got fleas, right? 6 babies. So I quarantined them upstairs. Oops, how do I? There we go. I guess I just have to keep holding it. I quarantined them upstairs and thinking, okay, well, we're knocking this out, problem solved. There were nothing downstairs, and one morning I get up for coffee. Okay, battery died. All right, so, fleas. Yeah, I went downstairs. There were no fleas down there before, and then there were millions, like all over me. Just like, I guess they dropped their eggs or whatever before I quarantined them, and I thought the problem was being solved. Oh my god, it's been one battle after another. And then the mealy bug, so I took all the food out. I've had, I'm so tired. And I just had a water leak today, like a pipe, like, just, like broken in half or something. It's been an awesome gardening season, and I'm so thankful that I got here when I did and there was enough time to get stuff going and have a pretty good better than I expected for sure. But it's a war. It's a freaking war. So I should have water turned back on later tonight. I guess they went out to get parts or whatever and get it fixed. And I can get back to my preserving and stuff. Looks like I'll have to make another lasagna sauce with all those tomatoes. Yep, and if I can keep the dillos at bay, then maybe I'll be allowed to get some food in the fall. Because, right, I mean, there are radishes and stuff like that, and kale, that are like fully grown and able to eat, but I keep planting all the others and then they pay a visit. So we need this guy to do a better job scaring him. He's so beautiful. Oh my God. I think he just kind of plays with them. Because, like, one night I went out and, like, there he was, and then they went and danced around, and Armadillo ran away, and I thought for sure he wouldn't come back. I figured I didn't have to patrol that night. I was wrong. Alright, so let's just hope I don't lose my watermelons, though. My melons tonight. They're the best ever. I have never tasted anything so good. And the dude doing the water work, he said the same thing. I gave him some melon and some watermelon, and he's been growing his whole life like a local, and he said he's never had one bit. They're magic. It's like such a shame that I don't have anyone really. I mean, I don't have a lot of people to share this with, or neighbors or neighbors, like, rarely, honestly. I mean, not enough. And then the so-called, we'll just call them ex-friends. But yeah, more for me. I'm fine with that. But it's like, look at this view, man, and everything. It's like, yeah, it should definitely... Yeah. Look at him. Isn't that the most beautiful face? Yeah, I'm sure Kitty's in the window watching intently. But alright, I'm done rambling. But yeah, fuck that shit. It's been tough. And I just had to bitch for a minute. Because who else am I gonna bitch to? Okay, bye.